Hey everybody. So anyways, I just thought we'd do a live, okay? We're gonna go into one of the personal treatment and trainings. We have two of them here. And understand something. These are personal treatment and trainings are people that come from all over the world, and they stay here from anywhere from 7 days to 21 days. And they come here and get treated and they get trained. And we teach them what we know so that they can go home and be the Braveheart heroes. Follow me. Come on in. Hey guys, how you doing?
Good.
So everybody, this is Dana. And of course, everybody knows Sage. He's the master trainer here. And they're in here doing their thing.
Yeah.
So, how you doing?
Well, it's been a good day, a thorough day. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What have you done so far today?
Feet were first, and I've had surgeries on my feet, so that was kind of challenging for me, but I can already tell such a huge difference in how I'm walking, how I'm placing the weight on my feet. So that was great. And then he did my knees, and he found some sensitive areas I didn't realize were so sensitive, but and then I did some work on my mother, and then he's working on my shoulder.
What'd you work on your mother with? So see, Dana's learning how to take this home, because you don't want to keep coming back here, because that would, you don't want to go back anywhere. You want to take it and leave it and become it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I worked on her feet.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I worked on for her today.
Yeah. How'd you find that?
I'm getting in my groove a little better. Sage said my timing was better, my technique was better, and I felt more comfortable just being that close.
You got the going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get a little fast, but I like it. It makes me feel good to help people I love.
Yeah. Power.
Yeah.
The best thing we can ever do is find our gift and then share it.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than giving a gift than getting one. Okay?
Yeah.
So we were talking, right? What were we talking about?
We were talking about hormone replacement therapy,
right,
and standard of care that you have to observe or go through when you get hormone replacement therapy prescriptions.
Why don't you tell them what you told me, because I think a lot of people don't realize this. There is a setup out there, isn't there?
Yes.
It's like this. You can't have this unless you do this.
Right.
Okay, all right. So
And
what's that?
That's what I was facing. My general practitioner doctor said, he preferred that I go to an endocrinologist or a specialist, because he doesn't do hormone replacement therapy. He said, if any doctor worth their salt will not prescribe hormone replacement therapy unless you have a mammogram.
And so what was his reasoning for that?
Because estrogen causes cancer. And I said, I with all due respect, I'm sure that it can, and it has, but that might have been a different kind of estrogen, or a different time.
Actually, the findings were wrong. So what they would find out is, if you're constipated, your body gets rid of all the used estrogen. And then what happens is, if you're constipated, you're not getting rid of it. You could absorb it. So that adds to it. And what's the other thing? All the xenoestrogens that we're getting from plastics. That's what's doing it.
Yeah.
So they're not right.
Well, I think they used to have synthetic estrogens too, right?
That's right.
Or the Premarin that wasn't as natural as it is now, and so those superstitions are still out there, and it scares them.
But anyways, like you were saying, for you to go to do that, they said you had to have a mammogram.
Right.
So did you do it?
Right. I did, because I believed at the time, and I'm going to wean off of them, but that I needed my hormones, because the hot flashes have been so severe for me, and energy swings. And
so let's talk about. So energy swings are actually the programs that you keep replaying in your mind and terrorizing yourself. every time that you create a negative thought, you dump negative chemicals and hormones. And that's the real deal. And what else were you saying? You said something else just before that.
Let's see, energy, and then I said hot flashes.
Hot flashes. I hope everybody understands something, that I get hot flashes, but I'm not a woman. I can get a hot flash if I go out and drink alcohol, or if I get worked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if I become too toxic. So what's a hot flash? Do you know what a hot flash is? You could say that your hormones are out of place. That's what they're going to tell you, but it isn't. A hot flash is where your body's trying to burn off infection so that you don't get really ill or have a heart attack or a stroke.
A little mini fever.
That's what it is. They're all mini fevers. And you give me any woman that's going through menopause and having hot flashes and night sweats, and I'll take that person and put them on daily cleansing tea, get them on a whole plant-based diet, and even get them to do some juicing and do coffee enemas, and wham, right down. Just like even a baby, that when a baby has a fever, even I've worked on babies that are only 3 weeks old, and the fevers are so bad, and you take a little ear syringe and you use a little bit of pure aloe with warm water and just put in a couple of ounces, you move their little legs around, and then you see this mucoid plaque come out that they were constipated because the mother was constipated. And then the fever's gone within minutes. So the same thing is that all these fevers are your body trying to find a new way to burn off the infection. Well, what if you got the cork out? What if you cleaned the filter? And what if you weren't bringing in any toxic thoughts or any toxic foods? Then you wouldn't be setting off all these negative hormones like adrenaline, cortisol, and histamines, right? Because that's what does it.
Right.
And so if we take a look at it, people may not realize this, but we are actually dumping the wrong hormones 98% of the day. Think about that. So yeah, only 2% to 5% of the day are we actually tapping in on the serotonin, the dopamine, and the endorphins.
Well, I'll incorporate those things that you're talking about and get off those.
Well, aren't you feeling better already?
I
But
am.
you're not getting off the hormones because of me. I didn't tell you to get off, did I?
No, you did not.
No, I said let your body talk to you, right? Okay, because you are your own practitioner.
Yes.
Well, everybody, I'm going to see you upstairs in a couple of minutes because I'm going to do part 2 of Break from the Herd or Meet the Butcher. And this part 2 is called Issues, Tissues, and Tumors. See you there.